Hello, how are you?
Dagote.
Dosha.
Hachikano.
Yate.
Osio.
The National Center has gone on the road executing our Native Edge Institutes.
We are at our powwow grounds on the lands of the Grand Casino Hinckley.
I'd like to welcome you guys to Tall Chief Territory, the home of Native Pride here at the Seneca Nation in upstate New York.
Welcome to Nike. Our doors are open to all Indigenous people here.
Training and preparing the next generation of business leaders is part and parcel to our mission.
The folks at the National Center have been fundamental in helping my business grow. The resources that they've been able to provide to us have just been remarkable.
The diversity of Indian country, that's one of our main strengths. To see that in full display today with all the different nations represented, it's beautiful.
I definitely learned a lot today, which I will give back to my Native community because I definitely want to see them thrive.
In the past, the NEIs were focused on government contracting. And this past year, we added the exporting component to it because now we have our Arizona NBDA Export Center. We get businesses into the global market.
We're actually here at the Canadian Consulate. Canada has been a great partner in supporting First Nations businesses importing into the United States, as well as supporting American Indian, Alaska Native, and Native Hawaiian businesses to export into Canada. I'm actually in Los Angeles, California today. California is a wonderful area to do economic development with our tribal community.
We wanted to kind of set the example, saying this is what other tribes could do. What somebody would want to see, we built it. It was a combination of so many different people going to the tribe and talking to the shareholders, hearing what the elders needed and what the youth wanted. And now the Fuel Center has just exploded our plan and it's moving at light speed.
I am actually in Keswick, Alaska, which is a very cold place today.
If the ice road is open, companies are able to truck many of the groceries that the communities need to the region.
Yes, they really do drive on ice here in Alaska. There is never a dull moment at the National Center.
We as Indigenous people have a natural capability of being storytellers. The business owners, entrepreneurs that I meet tell their stories through their businesses.
We spend a lot of time in trying to improve the socioeconomic conditions of our communities, lobbying for infrastructure that can help with the high cost of living that they face out here.
Growing up, people still didn't even know that there were natives. What we do at Tall Chief is we invite people in to learn about our culture. We want people to know about us. We want people to know that we're here.
Our community members look to us to help them with activist events. That's something that local security companies won't touch. 98% of my team is BIPOC, so this is our fight too.
I see the change that's going on. Education, housing, economic development, these things which were just dreams are now coming into fruition.
The Coshada Tribe of Louisiana is looking towards the green future. Energy independence from the main grid through clean renewable energy is a must for every tribe because it promotes sovereignty.
We're at this place now where we're growing. So now we're like, okay, we need to upgrade. We need to really start planning and really stepping that vision out, really looking to kind of just expand our relationship with Indian country.
We're very interested in partnering up with other tribes. There is a potential to grow and diversify. Economic development sustains a workforce, it sustains careers, it means a sustainable future.
The biggest thing that we've seen is just hope. As we grow, the hope is definitely growing.
In Indian country, it's common for us to think 7 generations ahead. We're reminded constantly that we're here to help our people.
That's really our sole purpose, to be able to ensure that all the facilities that the tribe has can be maintained and we build more.
We have a true responsibility to support the sovereignty and the leadership
of Indigenous voices, especially at a young age.
The important part is listening to the voice of the community. The community tells us what they need.
I think it's our duty and responsibility to go ahead and bring younger kids into the corporation.
We're talking about empowering for generations. We need to decide right here, what do we see as success?
When you have more wealth, then you're able to give back to others. That's something that I've seen with our small businesses as they've gained traction.
I could see the need of our community. I wanted to start my own charity foundation. We're celebrating our 10th anniversary this year. We've been able to make a difference.
Scholarship-wise, I said you could go to school probably anywhere in the lower 48 or acres.
We train our young Navajos to be able to run all aspects of the business.
We're going to be energy independent. The end goal would be to expand to the point where we are able to levy that to our tribal members.
We're doing some things here that nobody else in the country is doing. Advocating for an all-native tournament that will be a qualifier for Team USA.
There's so many stories I have of Res that helped me get to where I'm at. It was President Begay at the time from the Navajo Nation. We were crossing paths at Res, and he just told me, go back and find out what your people do. There's gonna be somebody somewhere that has something that you need, and there's gonna be somebody somewhere that needs what you have.
Res is the perfect place to network, to meet other tribal organizations, other tribal leaders for intertribal commerce.
But it's also just this amazing opportunity for a celebration of Native business.
I think it's important for tribes to have the opportunity to collaborate, so I appreciate what NCAIED does for Native communities.
Thanks to the National Center for your advocacy and also providing a platform for Native entrepreneurs, Native tribal leaders, and private industry to meet. I think that's really very important and something strong that Native businesses can stand on as a foundation.
It just makes me want to be a bigger part of my community and show up for them more because of the support that they give me, like thinking of me and my business the way they did. Now I can take back information that I'm learning and bring it back to other entrepreneurs.
This is an amazing event. You see a lot of inspired individuals. You meet like-minded folks. We all represent Indian country.
It was at Reservation Economic Summit where I met my very first big customer, and they're our biggest customer today. If you're a Native-owned company, Reservation Economic Summit is the place to be.
Chris James says it's where Indian country comes to do business. That's true.
OCO, welcome to Res 2023.